Hello, Leo, and welcome to your reading today. I'm Simone. I'm a psychic medium and tarot reader, and I'm going to be doing a reading for you, Leo. Just quickly to say as well that time is fluid, so whenever you find the reading is going to be the right time for you. Also, the timing of events is approximate, so please bear with me on that. I'll try and be as accurate as I can be, and you may resonate with everything I say in this reading. You may resonate with just bits and bobs of it, or you may not understand any of it, in which case this time round it's not your story, but maybe next month it is. So right, I think we'll begin, and let's see what Spirit wants to say to you guys, Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Spirit, what do you want to say to our lovely Leo friends? What do you want to say to our lovely Leo friends? There we go. Let's see. Actually, we'll do another shuffle, in fact. Come on, Spirit. Show us. And maybe one more shuffle. Show us what you want to say to Leo at this very time, mid-May to mid-June. Okay, so we have the Seven of Wands, and this is the main energy coming out here, and it feels to me like you have to pull something out of the bag here, Leo. God, you've invested a lot of time through each one that's coming up. You've invested a lot of time in a situation. What you can't see is that in this rock there is actually one very, very big feather, but it's completely hidden from view. So there is something here for you that is much more important and much more significant to your life than you actually realize, because your attention is being taken away from what you're standing on, which is quite heavy, and your attention is being taken to the bigger picture. It's also connecting with friendships here. However, the feather in here indicates something or someone who no, maybe it's a situation actually. It's sorry guys. I feel it's a bit complicated actually, because it's a feather within a rock. There is somebody here that you're misjudging somehow, and you're standing on them, and you can't see you're doing that. Leo, you're so concentrated on this aspect, which is the fun side of things, that you're not seeing the solidity here of either what you're standing on, as in the situation you find yourselves in, or it's connected to a person and you're not actually recognizing the full value to you. It does require that, or you will feel like you want to put more energy into this situation that you find yourself in. You want to spread your wings, you want to fly. Maybe you're rising in some ways above a situation and you're making judgments, which I think under the 7 is maybe not the best idea at this present time to call in judgment. But we'll see. Let's get a feeling for what else. What else? So we got a partner here for Leo. Let's see. Okay, oh, okay. So what we've got here, you caught up in the 7 of Wands, not feeling like you're ready to walk away from either a work situation or a love situation, but you're not giving it the proper attention because it's in the rock and you can't really see the value. You're just standing on it. There's a connection here to 2 things really. Firstly, we've got the Page of Pentacles, so it's a situation that has all the ingredients of being a long term because it comes under the Pentacles Earth sign. You're either dealing with a Capricorn, Taurus, or excuse me, a Virgo, and there's still a long way to go. But somebody here is offering, if you like, something steady. You may not want it, of course, but the offer's there. It's a long-term view that you are. It's a long-term view. I feel that's your partner here. So Earth sign, or it could be water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. But there's this feeling here behind, this is your partner, and this is what they're feeling. They're feeling like they've done their best, and what more could they do? They've done everything they could using their head, so that they haven't been like over emotional, but they are emotional. There is emotion inside here and passion, very earthy, but they're feeling rejection. They're feeling a loss, and they're quietly walking away because their offer is not being taken too seriously. So there's a feeling of a divide, and of course we are under certain restrictions, of course, but even though there are certain restrictions, it's not impossible to come back together again. And this person is willing here to at least listen anyway. But they feel like this. They feel like, what's the point? And you're not seeing the feather that you're standing on. The feather in your partner's cap There is a sense also of freedom here, but it's a practical freedom. It's one where you could say you have the ability to fly, you have the ability to enjoy the things you want to do and pursue your own pursuits. But within that, there is a level of commitment, because this is an earth sign that you're dealing with, and generally earth signs are looking for commitment and reliability. If not, if they don't see that, they're going to walk away. Now let's see what else Spirit wants to show you here, Leo. Let's have a look. Let's have a look. Let's see. Come on. Let's see. One. Okay, flowers, lovely. Peace. I get the sense that a peace offering is needed here. We also have they're white flowers, so I think we can also recognise as well that somebody here is still mourning, is still grieving, is very much thinking about spirit, connection to spirit, and they blossom on that level. I feel also Spirit is asking you, Leo, to become more connected with the spirit world around you, with nature, with love of your fellow man and creatures. Yes, loyalty. So part of the situation here requires loyalty. You're looking for loyalty, but then so is your partner also looking for loyalty here. There's a hierarchy here as well, either amongst your friends or colleagues at work. And you could rise, if only you could see this, Leo, you could rise above a lot of your colleagues. But I think you have to see the gifts that have been offered you, which you might take quite for granted. But there are gifts here to help you, jump into a new situation. But do you believe you can fly? Because again, I come back to the feather here. You need that feather in order to fly, and it's trapped in a rock. So can you see the value of what you're standing on? I think that's for you to discover, in fact. Okay, let's take a Moonology card. A Zodiac Moon card, and let's see what you're being offered from the moon. Let's see, Spirit, show us one card being offered to Leo. Spirit, show us this one card being offered to Leo. Let's see, one card being offered to Leo from Spirit. One more shuffle. What do you want to say to Leo? You've got the first house, the body, which is actually, I think, what Cancer just had. So there's a part of you, Leo, that is maybe at the moment quite based in the material world, and why wouldn't you be? I mean, we've all got, we're all involved in the same soup, the same situation. A lot of us are in survival mode, and I think a lot of you Leos are as well in survival mode. You're thinking about the body in the sense of where you're going to live, how you're going to live, how you're going to survive, who you're surviving with. Do you do it on your own? Do you do it with somebody else? And also there are some of you Leos who've got two people on the go, and that could well be confusing your head at the moment. And Spirit is asking you, if that's the case, take yourself out of it, and don't feel right now you need to make a choice as such, but you do need to remember loyalty, because that's really quite important to you in a partner as well as yourself. So if you are in a three-way situation, I think really your choice is the most loyal person out of the two people you're involved with. That will make you the happiest. One more card. One more card, please, Spirit. Come on. One more card. Ooh, there we go. So what we have, this one came flying out. We have the South Node, life's debts, which is karmic. There are certain things that you have to clear from the past. There are certain karmic debts that you owe somebody else. You might even owe it back to the universe. That's quite possible. I think you're missing how lucky you are. I don't think you really get that, Leo, because you're quite self-involved. And so some of the gifts escape you and you're taking them for granted. 4 and 2 is 6. In other words, this is card 42, but it boils down to 6. So I feel this is a relationship issue that needs to be cleared. You need to bring clarity and common sense into this situation, and if there's love for you, if you feel it for your partner, and you feel it back to you from your partner, then it's important that you put yourself in a position where you address the difficulties and don't walk away. Be loyal. Expect loyalty back, because without the loyalty you're not going to break any old patterns, and you definitely need to do that because you're in a karmic moment. So please consider the people that you're involved with and where your energy wants to really go, actually, where your energy is actually drawing you, because that's the good starting point for you, Leo. So I have 4 more cards that fell out, one being Scorpio, I transform. You have second house issues here about what you own. You've got Saturn, the truth, coming out, and Saturn return, age. So these cards, as they've come out together, I have to deal with them together. And so life is asking you to buck up and transform. The way you've been doing things hasn't worked too well for you, and it's now time to change certain habits before you get stuck in them, and that becomes your way of life. So it's time to transform, or you could say it's time to grow up. It's time to get into a new skin, and it's time to deal with the truth. It's time to deal with the truth inside of yourself, because ultimately we all know deep down whether things are right for us, not right for us, whether we want to take part, we don't want to take part. We might get offered a job, but deep down it doesn't feel right. So it's all about the truth, and very much about the truth to yourself. Be honest with yourself. But also there is a main relationship here which does need your attention, or your partner will walk away. There's loyalty, as I said, and second house issues of what actually is yours. What do you actually own? Are you being tied down by money or lack of money? Are you safe to deal with issues in your relationship? Are you willing to do what it takes to shed this skin that you actually need to shed, because it comes in your South Node through karmic debts? So in the relationship you're currently in, a lot of you are going to find that there is a moment of truth. Some of you may find an age difference as well in your partnership, because Saturn returns age. So there could be an age difference. Which way it goes, that you'll know that. Which way the age difference goes, I mean. Also, it feels here like Saturn wants you to open your eyes, because you're useful to spirit. You're green here and red. All right, you are green and you are red. That means you're passionate, you're active, and you love the planet. And it also means that there is a partner here who wants to bring to you some kind of stability, so that you can then connect to your projects better. You've got the emotional stability to do it, but you must face the truth. You must face the truth and get into the new skin and stop denying that new skin. That's what Spirit's offering you at this point in time. So good luck, Leo, and I'll see you here again in a few days' time. Bye-bye for now.